All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? JR, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm at one of my more favorite junkyards, a little off the beaten path. Obviously, they have a lot of classic stuff. I'm trying to get a windshield for Mrs. Engineer's D100 for, feels like a month. Glass guy, local glass guy. I have a glass guy like 2 blocks from my shop. So I give him a call and I'm like, hey, you do a windshield for me? He says, sure. $300. I said, okay. He says, yeah, when you bring it down. I said, no, I need you to come to me. That's why I told you I'm 2 blocks away. He says, oh, okay. Well, it'll be a week and a half before I can come to you. I said, okay, fair enough. He says, you got a gasket, right? I said, no. No, that's why I'm calling you. He says, oh, well, you got the glass, right? I said, no, again, that's why I'm calling you. This old Ford. Hold on a second. Yeah, when I was out here before, it was for Marv, which I'm not on a Marv project right now, but I will be. But anyway, you know, the guy goes, I'm like, you want $300 to install it? And he's like, well, this is cracked. I knew this one was here. So you want $300 to install it? Like just for labor? Well, yeah. It's okay. So, call a junkyard. They want $60. Oopsie, they broke it when they took it out. So, call another place. They want $150 and they can't take it out for 2 weeks. So, long story short, that is what brings me here today. I don't know if I'm going to find anything, because I think this is all the trucks. They seem to feel like they didn't have one. I knew the Ram Charger was here. They actually have some cool stuff. But most of it's back here in the weeds. Fortunately, I have my boots on today, so I don't have to worry too much about it. There's a literal swamp out here. So we'll walk around real quick. V10. You would think that that would be some kind of hot rod swap, but there's almost nothing for them. I think that's a Grand Cherokee in there. S10 up on the hill. Like I said, this is it's summertime. I would not come out here without boots on. And it goes back here, like way back into the weeds. So I think that's Xterra. Montero. This is I was kind of interested in taking that front clip because it looks cool at one point for my Marv truck. What we got here? Old van. Well, he took the roof. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Boy, it would be hard to say if you saw everything that there is to see out here or not. Here's a Ford V10, companion to the Dodge V10. You know, again, like I said, you'd think that that'd be like a hot rod move. I did see a YouTube channel where they managed to make a 10-cylinder 32 valve head by welding together some 8-cylinder ones, which was an interesting project, but not one that I would take on. This actually demonstrates like the downfall of the Ameribera. It's 14 feet tall, so you're not going to get that in like an F body. Alright, let's cruise through here, see what we can see. I think they're right, I think they don't have one. I think that's a bummer. There's a Chevy up in there, and a Ford up in there. Look at that old barn find. There's a J10 plow truck. I stack them deep out here. Here's another one. Gotta fix her up someday. Let's carry on here. I'm actually really short on time, unfortunately. I'd love to hang out here, but I got to find a windshield and get back to work. At least it's Friday. I believe this is a Dodge here, this old Air Force truck. Yeah, it is. Pretty cool. Uline. You got a Willys back there. Willis, depending on who you are. Man, it looks like that's it. I think that Ram Charger is the only Ram like mine out here. That is a bummer. Well, so as to not waste a trip, maybe we can cruise through the cars and see if there's anything cool over here. Just for fun, for you guys, dear viewers. Two-door Jimmy has met its final fate. I'll just cut through. This Bronco was like remarkably nice, I thought. It's a 4-speed 351 too. I actually had the truck version of that. I had an F-150 4-speed with a 351 short bed. I don't believe this is a legit Firebird hood. I think that's just something somebody cut on. I don't think they have any cool cars out here. Maybe I'm wrong. Looks like I'm well past the realm of anything cool. I'm going to throw you guys on pause. I'll bring you back if I find anything neat. Not real sure what this is. The Fury? It's in the Chrysler section. Plymouth Fury. This is a Surprisingly nice looking car to be out here. That's the way she goes sometimes, I guess. It always struck me that when I was a kid in the 90s, this is when I was a teenager, that's a Crown Vic, but everybody had a Taurus, and the Crown Vic is styled after the Taurus, actually, and they're all gone now. Where did they go? Yeah, I think this is where the cooler shit's at. We got an LTD, Fairlane, I can see some really cool stuff over there. This is Studebaker. Studebaker with a Taurus front bumper on it. It's because this is scripted. I'm gonna actually set this all up for your benefit. And then came out here and sweated my balls off. We got here a Caprice, Biscayne, Impala, a couple Mustangs. I believe this to be a Skylark. Le Mans. That means the Mans in French. What do we got here? Oh, that's a wrecker bed. The back of a wrecker. Alright, let's see what else we got. Some cool stuff out here. But not a windshield. Tornado. It's a Camaro. Like an early first gen. I don't think that's a Nova. I think it's a Ventura. The engine will tell us. Yeah, no center fill valve. It might be an Apollo. It's an older Pontiac engine. This is a Cadillac Eldorado. I love these cars. I mean, not like this, you know. Nice little quadrijet on it. 425, 472, 500. Very weird transmission on those guys. This is a Buick Wildcat. What a fabulous car. I love it. I love the Wildcat. That was Buick's full size, and it was a stylish car in its day. You got a Monte Carlo here. Most of these are too far gone to consider saving, but not all. I mean, not all. I think the Wildcat's probably too far gone for a person of my skill level, which is medium, if I'm being generous. But there's what I call Disco Nova. Late 70s. Again, I think this is not actually a Nova. I think this is an Olds. Oh, it's got Chevy hubcaps. Full-size B-body. Another Monte Carlo. This one might be worth driving around. It looks like whenever I do these videos, people are always like, save it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. The floor is gone. But like, you can tell the people who have never done real rust repair like this. A guy of medium skill level could save this car. Probably worth saving. That one. I'm not going to. I don't have time and money. I already have too many cars. Alright, let me put you back on pause and we'll be back. Got another A-body here. Le Mans. Yep. Pontiac. Again, the quarters are in it. The frame is straight. The windshield's in this one. This one seems, again, like the Monte Carlo. It's got no axle. Of course, you have to source the front sheet metal, but it seems like you can make a driver out of that one. Finding an A-body axle is probably not the easiest thing in the world, but I bet you can make an 8.8 or something work. Something a little more modern, a little more common. There's an RX-7. Or is that a Shelby? I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Alright folks, I'm going to call that a wrap, and I thank you for joining me on my little rambling junkyard tour. Wish I found a windshield, but I didn't, so we'll see you next time on the Driveway Engineer.